Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Warning: this video contains images of artwork created by H.R. Giger. These images are known to make some people uncomfortable. Proceed at your own risk.
Warning: this video contains spoilers for most of the movies in the Alien franchise. Watch at your own risk and beware of face huggers. Warning:
Hello and welcome to this video. In this video we will be talking about Aliens 3. I will occasionally refer to this movie as Alien Cubed, but its proper title is Aliens 3 and it came out in 1992. This was the third installment in the Ripley quadrilogy. And as far at the time that this movie was made, Sigourney Weaver was like, this can be the last one. If you want to make any more with me, you've got to figure it out. And what you got to figure out is how much you're going to pay me. And they did figure out how much to pay her, because we got an Aliens 4, Alien Resurrection, a few years later. Of the Aliens movies, story-wise, this, or I should say, of the Alien movies that fall into the Ripley quadrilogy, story-wise, this is probably the weakest one. There are some people that think 4 has a weaker story than this, but when I cover 4, I'll tell you why I think this one has a weaker story versus 4. And a lot has to do with the fact that I consider 4 a comedy, and a great way to end a quadrilogy. But that's my personal thing. The premise is that a facehugger or 3 got onto the Sulaco at the end, or actually, yeah, after the ending credits of Aliens and before the opening credits of Alien 3. Newt was killed, Corporal Hicks was killed, Bishop was, I don't know what happened to Bishop right offhand. I know he gets mangled. It may have been in when it crash landed on the prison planet. Ripley was face hugged and impregnated with a queen embryo. So, and evidently there were eggs, or at least one egg, somewhere on the ship when it crashed. Ripley is found by the inmates on a prison planet, all male, just basically all these rape, and it just happens to be rapists, murderers. You can think of a sex crime if they're on that planet. And a lot of misogynists, a lot of misogynistic feelings toward females. So Ripley being the only survivor and being female kind of leads to some tension. You have a series of very predictable things happen. The facehugger face hugs a dog. Damn, got gas, got the burps. And one version, and actually I have the DVD, the anniversary DVD, and it has both versions. One version, it face hugs an ox, and you get a quadruped alien from an ox. The other one is a dog, and you get a quadruped alien from a dog. It does its thing. People die. They get a hold of the magistrate for the prison planet. They get a hold of Weyland-Yutani. They come to get Ripley. And Ripley, instead of going with them, opts to kill herself. So the queen that's growing inside of her dies. And that is the basic premise of the movie. It's a very A, B, C, D, by the book storyline. No real surprises, no real twists. The strength of this movie, however, is it's a beautiful movie. It is well lit, well framed. The framing is beautiful. The lighting is awesome. It's this wonderful look into this prison, how prisons in the future could be, once we start being able to terraform other planets and colonize other planets and dedicate an entire planet to being a prison planet. There's a lot of decent, not, real deep, just kind of decent, surface level philosophy on how a woman showing up on the planet screws things up for everybody. Not her fault. It just, when you get rapists, murderers, and pedophiles, and all those great little things, not really great, all those nasty, dirty little things floating around together. Sigourney Weaver had to shave her head for it. From what I understand, that cost the studio a pretty penny for her to cut her hair down like she did. Like I said, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. Myself, and I know a lot of people in the fandom, even to this day, really, really upset that they killed Newt and Hicks. They kind of did some blah, blah, blah excuse story-wise for them dying. Like I said, it's not the strongest story. It's not the greatest of the quadrilogy. Sigourney Weaver basically carries this movie on her back the entire time. Like I said, the cinematography, that's beautiful. The costuming is beautiful. The way the social structure of the inmates is done really, really well. Their self-governing is done really well. But like I said, it's a very cookie cutter movie. just little things in this movie that make it worth watching. Like I said, there is nothing that stands out. It's not a bad movie. And there are people to make this out to be an extremely bad movie. It's not. While at the same time, it's not a good movie. It's not anything you're going to be, writing a blog about or just fantastic reviewing. Or at least in my opinion. But like I said, it's not bad. I would say it's a little bit above meh. It's there. It's good. It's a good background movie. The suspense in it is decent. I don't think you're going to get anything that had the suspense of the first movie, simply because it was the first movie. It was the first time that was being done that way, and it was new. And here we are sitting in 1992. It's become old hat. So people are kind of, okay, we know this, we know that. I can honestly say, though, I have to give the movie credit. The movie is better than the horror movies of the mid to late 80s. It was better than any of the Halloween movies, any of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, Friday the 13th movies. All those movies sucked. Those movies were, for lack of a better term, they were tits and blood movies. That's basically what they were, is titties and blood. Nothing, like I said, nothing to write home about. And Alien 3 does the suspense better than movies of just before and after it came out. Like I said, it's not super. It's not a movie I get super excited about. Now, if you're doing an Alien marathon or binging the Alien movies, watch it. Incorporate it in. It is most definitely not a movie you want to skip. Because skipping it totally... If you skip Alien 3, Alien 4 makes absolutely no sense. Alien Resurrection makes no sense at all. So it's not too bad, not too good. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's hard to think of things to say negative or positive, just simply because the movie is just that. It's middle of the road, straight down the middle of the road. I kind of wish that I could sit here and just trash the movie or praise the movie. But you can't. You can't trash it because it's better than that. It's not a crap movie. It's not a movie that I would advise anyone skipping. However, it's not a movie that I'm going to recommend people go out of their way to watch. I mean, that makes sense. And it's just kind of crazy sometimes. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here because like I said, this video, my video is probably going to be just meh because I'm reviewing or breaking down or giving my thoughts on a meh movie. So it's so people out there, hope things go well. And before I forget, Saturday and Sundays, full episodes of Welcome to Night Vale with my commentary. That is a LOL, laugh out loud, laugh my ass off series. I enjoy it. I enjoy sharing it with people. So until next time, be a good human. Be good to other humans. Peace.
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?